Let's talk about how to correctly use AI to create content. Why are we even talking about it? Because AI is going to become, if it has not become already, your content engine. Why? It amplifies productivity. It helps you do more in a shorter time. And don't ignore AI, please. Don't ignore AI. AI is, embrace it as your assistant. That's what it is. It's your productivity assistant for many tasks, including content creation. So how do you use AI correctly to create dope content? So you probably have been creating dope content, but now you want to scale productivity and scale, quantity. But you found out that quality is sacrificed as you scale quantity. And that's a problem. It's a problem for literally everybody who uses AI to create content. The first thing to do is in the specificity of your prompting. Let your prompting be as specific as possible. Because AI is not sitting across from you to understand the nuances of how you're communicating. So you have to be explicit in every piece of instruction that you give the AI. You have to also understand or incorporate human feeling, thinking, everything human into your prompting. Because the AI needs to understand that you're not creating content for AI to read or for AI to watch. You are creating content for human beings to read, to watch, and to enjoy or to learn from. So it has to be from human to human. Problem, your assistant is not human. So in talking to your assistant, you have to give it every human angle. First of all, you, the human, communicating. How would you communicate? What is human about what you're saying? First of all, the experience, your experience. It has to have like a human experience for it to be relatable, for the human on the other side to enjoy it or to appreciate it or to relate to it. So it's from human to human. You now giving the prompts to the AI who's not human, you have to understand that this is going from human to human. So as you are giving instructions, you put in your own lived-in experiences. You put in how you want to sound. If you were sitting across from the person who's consuming the content, how would you sound? What tone? Tell the AI. If you want to sound warm and empathetic, if you want to sound friendly, tell your AI that in your output, sound like this. Sound warm and friendly, sound authentic, sound authoritative, use words like this, use slangs like this. If you want your story, it depends on how you want the story to come out. It depends also on how you want the emotions to flow from you to the person on the other side, to the consumer of your content. Tell AI, right? So very elaborate, specific, explicit prompting. Leave nothing to assumption, because whatever you don't tell the AI, you give it room to assume or hallucinate and then give you bland, and that's not what you want. So the other thing is to use AI to structure the content, not to sound smart. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. You want to sound smart, so you are using AI to sound smart, not in the way that's authentic to you. So people can immediately tell that this is not you and this is AI. So use AI to structure your content. The content creator is you. AI is not the content creator. Don't outsource that power or that title. But what you need AI for is to help you structure so that it looks better. So ideas must flow from you and then be amplified by your AI tool. So remember, AI is not the content creator. You are. AI structures, you give the context. The third one is to inject proof. AI doesn't live with you, so AI does not know your experiences. AI does not know. So every time your piece of content needs credibility, you have to inject that manually into AI. So I know you've heard that AI can do everything for you. Unfortunately, AI does not live with you to know what's in your mind or to know how you are living. So every bit of information that AI needs to have to make that bit of content as rich as it can be, supply. What I mean is you have to create examples, you have to give context, you have to create scenarios. AI cannot do that for you. You have to give. So in structuring, you need to remember this. You need to suggest things like that. The next one is to edit ruthlessly for voice. So it's not okay to just take whatever outputs that the AI has given you and run with it. You have to sit down. The work now begins to make it sound like you, to make it exactly what your audience is already used to, right? So AI sounds a certain way. Collect that output and begin to humanize it manually. And then finally, use AI differently for each platform. Use AI differently for each platform. If you are creating YouTube videos and you need scripts, use AI for that purpose, for that. If you are creating a skit script, use it for that. You structure it to work for that purpose. If you are creating blog posts, structure it to work for that purpose. If you are creating social media content like Facebook and Instagram content, structure AI to work for you exactly according to the purpose of the content that you're creating. Again, specificity is very important. Humanizing is very important. And I'll leave you with this. AI amplifies whatever you give to it. So if you come to AI with clarity, and with clarity of thought, specificity of purpose, and be very goal oriented, AI will amplify that, and what you have is the perfect piece of content, if there's anything like that. Guess what? I'm introducing to you Storyscope AI. It will do exactly everything that I've said and more for you. Help you humanize your content. Help your content be found by whatever search engine you're working with, and just help you create clear, specific, compelling, unignorable content. Go now to storyscopeai.com and sign up. Thank me later.